Is a high-pressure, cutthroat work culture truly the secret to success? This question lingers in the minds of many as we navigate through a work landscape where cutthroat cultures have become all too common. These environments, marked by intense competition and relentless pressure, have become a societal cliché, mirrored in countless TV shows and movies. The belief that the harder the whip cracks, the better people perform is a misconception that far too many managers hold. The idea that pressure cooker cultures yield the best results is prevalent, but is it truly effective? As we delve deeper into this issue, we find that the reality is not as simple as it seems. While it may appear that everyone is jumping on the cutthroat culture bandwagon, one has to wonder if it's truly working. Or are we, as a society, simply choosing to ignore the real consequences? While it may seem that everyone is doing it, does it really work? Or are we just choosing to ignore the real consequences? The costs associated with treating people poorly in a work environment are real and substantial. Let's dive into the numbers for a moment. High-pressure, cutthroat organizations spend 50% more on healthcare for their employees than organizations with a more positive, supportive environment. The reason? Stress. In fact, a startling 80% of workplace accidents are attributed to stress, as are the same percentage of doctor visits. The implications of these figures are far-reaching. Not only are these organizations bearing the brunt of these costs, but the employees themselves are paying a hefty price through their physical and mental health. But the cost doesn't end there. Cutthroat organizations are actually less productive because they experience significantly lower levels of employee engagement. Disengagement isn't just about employees not being as involved or enthusiastic about their work, is a critical issue that directly impacts an organization's bottom line. Consider this. Organizations with high numbers of disengaged employees have 40% lower earnings per share. They are also 18% less productive and have 50% higher turnover rates. That's a lot of potential profit slipping through the cracks, not to mention the additional costs associated with recruiting, hiring, and training new employees to replace those who leave. So, what we're seeing here are the tangible costs of a cutthroat work culture. The increased healthcare expenditures, the decline in productivity, the high turnover rates, and the decreased profits all paint a clear economic picture. But beyond the numbers, let's not forget the human costs. The stress, the burnout, the health issues, these are real people suffering the consequences of a toxic work environment. Clearly, the costs of maintaining a cutthroat work environment significantly outweigh any perceived benefits. So, isn't it time we reevaluated the way we approach work culture? If you're working in a cutthroat environment, it's probably negatively affecting your health. It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's vital to recognize. These high-pressure workplaces can take a heavy toll, not only on your productivity, but also on your mental and physical health. The constant stress, the endless competition, and the relentless pursuit of perfection can leave you feeling drained, anxious, and even depressed. It's like a pressure cooker, slowly building up until it becomes unbearable. You may find yourself losing sleep, struggling with headaches, or battling with a constant feeling of uneasiness. Your mind might be constantly racing, filled with worries about deadlines, performance, and job security. This chronic stress can lead to serious health issues such as heart disease, high blood pressure, and weakened immune system. And let's not forget the emotional toll. The lack of support and empathy in such environments can leave you feeling isolated and disconnected. Your passion for your work may dwindle, replaced by a sense of dread every morning. It's essential to remember that you are not alone in this. Many people are going through the same experience, and there are resources available to help. Prioritize your well-being, reach out for help when you need it, and take the necessary steps to protect your health. The impact might be big enough that you should seriously consider doing something about it. Today we've shed light on the true costs of cutthroat work cultures. We've touched upon how widespread these high-pressure environments are, often seen as the norm rather than the exception. But we've also debunked the myth that they're more productive or successful. In fact, they cost companies more, with increased healthcare expenses and lower earnings per share due to disengagement and high turnover rates. Moreover, we've explored the personal toll these cultures take. Employees in such environments suffer from stress-related health issues, reduced job satisfaction, and a decrease in overall well-being. The evidence is clear. These toxic cultures are not only detrimental to individuals, but also to the organizations themselves. It's time to move away from the cutthroat model and foster a more supportive, positive work environment. By prioritizing empathy, recognition, social connections, and passion, we can create workplaces where employees thrive and businesses prosper. Remember, a healthier work culture isn't just beneficial for employees, it's also good for business. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.